All right. With that said, I want you to find that comfortable posture. You could be doing this practice seated, cross-legged on the floor, lying down. But I don't suggest you do this practice while you're walking, folding laundry, or any such thing, because this is a pretty involved practice. And I wanted to, like I said, I guarantee it'll be your hour of power, but you need to commit to it. Since you need to show 100% dedication to yourself. Make yourself the number one today on your priority list. With that, let's take in some deep, comfortable breaths down into the belly, in through the nostrils, all the way down the thoracic cavity, allowing your diaphragm to open as you're making space for the belly to really fill up with this air, and then exhale through the mouth, letting it all out with a sigh. Ha. Another long, slow, deep breath in, holding it there for just a second, and then exhaling it all out. Ah. One more time. Together, long, slow, deep inhale through the nostrils. And then holding it for just a second, and then releasing it. Ah. Breathing deep like this, continue to do that, and it automatically sends a signal to the brain that it's your time to rest and digest. It is your time to rejuvenate. It is that time of the day, of the week, where you're resetting. Sundays are a great time for a soft reset, where every Monday becomes loud. And here we're getting into the summer months, which are the loudest time of the year. And in between, all of this changes, all of this transitions, life just keeps quietly happening. And in that happening, it invites you to start over. And so this is that opportunity to find that new focus, finding that routine, perhaps a dream that you almost let go of. One breath at a time. So now I invite you to take in a deep breath down into the belly, down all the way to the tailbone. This is your root chakra, referred to as Muladhara. Breathe into this area. This is your area of safety. Take a deep inhale, and as we exhale, I want you to release it with the sound of Lam. Now, inhaling down into the sacral chakra. Sacral is just a little bit below your navel. Breathing into this area, allowing it to soften, allowing it to expand. And as we exhale this time, I want you to release it with the sound of Vam. Now, breathing into your solar plexus, just below where the rib cage ends and the soft tissue begins. Inhaling into here, softening this area. This is your seat of confidence. And as you exhale, I want you to release it with the sound of Ram. Feel free to be playful about your intonations. Now breathe into your heart center, the Anahata chakra, the seat of the love that you are. And as you exhale, I want you to release it to the sound of Yum. Yum. breathe into your throat center, the seat of self expression. Let your voice be heard. Allow this area to expand. And as you exhale, release it with the sound of hum. Now, breathing. Now, breathing into the very tippy top of the head. This is your Sahasrara, the portal to the divine. Allow this area to soften and expand. And as we exhale, we release it with the primordial sound of the universe. Om. Dropping the practice. Just noticing for yourself how the trillions of cells in your body have come alive with this simple exercise. Now we transition into the second phase of Sunday Morning Joy with Jay, which is the pranayama, the breath work, the ancient wisdom of manipulating breathing in order to prepare the body, the breath, and the brain for a deep meditative exercise. So for this, we're going to do something called Bandha Pranayama, three-phase breathing. In the three stages, first we're going to start with 30 rounds of what is referred to as bow breathing. In through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. In with relaxation, out with stress. Go with the flow. Followed by exhaling and holding. First for 30 seconds, second round 60, final round 90 seconds. Empty lungs, and your brain is going to send you signals you're not good enough. It's going to fight you. Just stay with the practice as best as you can. We're all doing it together. I personally do longer when I do my daily practice. You can do it. Believe in yourself. Don't let yourself be dissuaded as you're less than, you're incapable of. Now, if you simply cannot hold, that's okay. Let go, catch up with us in the next round. And then all of this is going to be capped off with the final part of each set, which is inhaling and holding with a full set of lungs for just 15 seconds. Remember, I do the counting, you just follow the instructions. And you will notice how powerful you will feel at the end of this simple 10-minute exercise. With that said, let's go ahead and start with 30 rounds of bow breathing, in through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. Go with the flow. In with relaxation, out with stress. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and hold. 30 seconds. You can totally do this. Drop into the rhythm of your heartbeat. Can you feel your blood pulsating throughout your body? Exhale, let go, full cycle of breath in and out. as we prepare for the second round of this Bandha Pranayama practice. Again, let's begin with 30 rounds of bow breathing in through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. Fifteen more rounds. Five, four, three, two, one. Exhale and hold 60 seconds. Believe in yourself. I want you to ask yourself, what am I grateful for in my life right now? We all have so many blessings in our life. Can I make a list of at least 5 things that I'm grateful for in my life right now? We're almost there, folks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 15 seconds, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let go. Full cycle of breath in and out as we prepare for the third and the final round of this Bandha Pranayama practice. Again, let's begin with 30 rounds of bow breathing in through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. Go with the flow. Fifteen more. Five, four, three, two, one. Exhale and hold 90 seconds. Believe in yourself. You can do this. I want you to feel the sensations in the soles of your feet. Do you notice any tingling there? Now coming to the ankles. Feel your calf muscles. To your knees. The thighs. And the largest muscle mass in your body, your buttocks. Going from the back up the spine, the middle back, the shoulder blades, Now, from the soft belly to the chest, to the back of the neck, to the back of the head. Now, from the tips of the fingers to the palms, the wrists, forearms, the upper arms, to the top of the head. We're almost there, folks. To the face, the entire face. Now, your entire body as one unit, feeling the sensations. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 15 seconds, final stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let go. A full cycle of breath in and out as we reintegrate with normal breathing. And as you do so, I want you to notice what this practice has done for you. Notice the slow pace of thoughts in your mind, the ease of your breath, and the lightness you may be feeling in your entire body. This is the power of pranayama, the art of cultivating life energy. Now, with the body prepared, the breath deep, and the brain slowed down, we dive into the deep end of the pool where we're going to sow a powerful seed of intentionality, this powerful seed that will manifest in this coming week, this season, and in your life ahead. Today, that seed is on the art of beginning again. The great Greek philosopher Heraclitus spoke about 2,000 years ago with his words of wisdom that no man ever steps into the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he is not the same man. Dear ones, I want you to sit with this irony. We come to this meditation believing that we need to begin again, as if there were some old self to return to, as if there were some same river we once stepped into, as if there was some old path that we left behind that we must somehow rejoin. But the truth that the ancient mystics whispered is this: there is no again. There is only now. There is only beginning. The river of your life has never stopped flowing. And you, dear one, have never been the same person twice. So today, we do not learn to begin again. We just remember that we have always only been beginning. So I want you to now, if you haven't already done so, soften into this practice. Find that comfortable posture, downshift your gaze or close your eyes, letting your shoulders fall. letting the jaw release. Let that weight that you've been carrying pour out of you onto the floor and into the earth, into the keeping of something far greater than you that's holding you. It always has been holding you. You do not have to hold yourself together here because something is holding you. Let go and ease into this comfort. Now, I want you to picture, if you will, a single white page, smooth, open, untouched. Been written. We believe the ink of yesterday has dried into stone. We believe we are the sum of what has happened to us. But our wise mystics have told us otherwise. The great Sufi poet Rumi sang of the soul that wakes each dawn already new. The Zen master spoke of the beginner's mind, where every encounter is a first encounter. And those desert fathers, they knew that the cave of the heart has no memory. That cave has only welcome. And you, beloved soul, are not your history. You are the silence in which your history is heard. I want you to feel that right now, just for a moment. You are not what happened to you. You are the awareness in which it's all unfolding. And awareness is always fresh. Awareness is always now. Awareness has never been wounded. It can never be broken. And it's never been lost. It may feel like the surface has wrinkled. The deep water, though, the deep water of you is still. It's clear. It's untouched. And now imagine gently all the places in your life that ask you to begin again. The relationship that broke open, the dream that did not arrive on time, the version of yourself you outgrew, that grief that still visits at strange hours, the chapter that ended before you were ever ready. I don't want you to push any of this away. Let it arise like a mist from the morning lake. And as it does, I want you to whisper to each one silently in the secret language of the heart. You are not the end of me. You are the soil from which I bloom. What if everything that feels like an ending is really just a turn in the river, a bend, not an end of the river? And what if every closed door was the universe rotating you ever so slowly towards a window you hadn't even noticed? What if beginning again is not a thing you must do, but a truth you must remember? Now, dear ones, I'm going to speak three sacred phrases into the temple of your being. And I want you to either repeat them softly or in the silence of your heart. First, I'm not the ashes of what was. I am the flame that keeps becoming. Second, every moment I'm alive is the universe saying, you may begin again. And third, I do not have to carry yesterday into today. The hands of this moment are open. Dear one, let those words sink deep. Has the mind, has the chatter into the still dark soil of the soul, where all true beginnings are seeded. And I want you to sit with this question. Let this question be your companion as you walk out of this meditation into the rest of your life that's ahead of you. If I were not the story I keep telling about myself, who would I be in this moment? If I were not the story I keep telling myself, who would I be in this moment? This is like a question, like the way water works on stone, slowly, tenderly, without you needing to know right away. Beloved soul, the river is always new, and so are you. Wherever you've been, whatever you have carried, however far you feel from where you long to be, you may begin again. In fact, you are already beginning again. This is the quiet, endless mercy of being alive. You never left. The river was always moving. And you, dear one, were always new. Now, I want you to please bring your palms together in prayer position as we bring this practice to a close. Tuck your chin towards your heart space in a posture of gratitude. Anjani Mudra. Now, I want you to rub your palms against each other, kindling some chi. The palms are an energy vortex, and as you rub your palms, you're activating the life force, and you feel a warm ball of energy between your palms. I want you to then go ahead and cup your eyes, one with each palm, and bless yourself. I am blessed. I am fortunate. I am very lucky. Attract wonderful people into my life. Attract great ideas. Attract wisdom. Attract wealth. Attract love. I'm guided by love. I give everywhere I go, even if it's only a smile. My abundance overflows to those around me. I love my life. I am the M in magic. I'm unstoppable. I attract wealth into my life at the intersection of light and matter. I welcome wealth into my life as life giving life and life sustaining life. I welcome wealth into my life as a manifestation of truth, goodness, and beauty in this world. Now, please bring your palms together back in prayer position at your heart center, and let's seal this practice with 3 chants of Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I thank you for joining me in this practice today. And just at your own pace, at your own time, I invite you to drop your palms and ever so gently open your eyes. And as you do so, I want you to ask yourself, what has this practice done for you? And if you could summarize that in one word, what would it be? And I want you to please share that one word, if you may, in the chat so we may all know what this practice did for you. So I'm seeing peaceful, hope, grounding, insight, courage, emptied, bliss, keep going, joyful, peace, excited, M in magic, openness, optimistic, awareness, peace, lighter, bliss, aware, awareness, connection. And that list goes on. Fantastic. You put yourself on the top of your priority list, and it has delivered. It will always deliver. Because remember, as I always say, you can only pour what's in your teacup. So thank you, dear ones, for joining me in this practice. And now open it up for any questions, any comments, any suggestions, anything that you want to talk about. Thank you, by the way, for the donations that you're making on the app. I'm here to address anything that you want me to clarify. Now's the time to put anything in the chat that you were holding. I wasn't looking at the chat before, so if you did have something, go ahead and repeat it. I also want to mention while this is going on that I have a in-person gathering. I don't do too many in-person gatherings anymore, but I do have a Zen dinner party. Some of you may remember I did this about, I think, 5 years ago. It's going to be at this beautiful vineyard home of my very dear friends. It's a beautiful estate. It's going to be on August 8th in Marin County, California. I will invite you, if you put a message, you can find my contact information on this, on the description, on the app in my profile. And so half of it is already full. I announced it, I think, midweek, last week. And half the seats are already taken, 25 people only. So go ahead and drop me a line if you haven't heard about it. So could you please say the 3 things again? Christine, all of this is recorded. I don't know if you're new to this thing, but you can go back and listen to the whole thing again. I'm not the ashes of yesterday. I'm the flame of right now that is defining my life. Yes, that indeed was that. Will this practice be on YouTube? Yes, it has been. It has been recorded. This whole thing has been recorded, so you will be able to access it. My channel is Meditate with Jay. You can also join my WhatsApp group. Again, that link is in my profile. You can go ahead and I will send the link to it. My assistant edits it, and we have 2 versions of it that will come out. The first one will be the full length, which includes the breath work, the chanting, and the meditation. Then she will go ahead and just cut out the meditation bit, the last 15-20 minutes of it, and she publishes that in about a week. And I will be sharing that in my WhatsApp group as well. Okay, yeah. So somebody's asking a beautiful word spoken with a beautiful voice. Thank you, Morgan. I don't know if it's your first time, but I appreciate these kind words. And then, is it close to Mill Valley? Zen dinner? Yes, it is very close to Mill Valley. It's going to be in the Atherton Hills in Novato, California. So maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes from Mill Valley. Yes, it was freezing here as well at times, but still bliss. So freezing what? The video, audio, or both? I'm going to go ahead and stop the YouTube. I don't think they need to hear all this chatter. So let me